hello, hello. Let's see. Alright. Last time when we left off, we are accusing the witnesses of giving false testimonies. And there's somebody of high importance that gave them the false testimonies and told them to testify the way they did. So we are now about to find out who done it, which I already have an idea of who did it. Or at least like who gave the false testimonies anyway. And that would be this man right here at the very beginning. Since he's like the quote-unquote, like he was the one that guided everybody to places, I assume? Or like, he was the very first witness. And so that's what we have to go off of. I mean, it's not like, this man's dead, he's the one that died. And these guys didn't witness the murder. So it has to be him anyway, for the tutorial case here.
Yes!
There we go. I forgot the controls for a second. Oh no. Well, surely that would be Satoru Hosonaga-san. Hosonaga-san? The waiter who took the stand earlier? Oh no. Oh no.
Objection!
Oh, poppycock! What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter cannot possibly have the level of influence!
For once, I would agree with you. If that is, the man truly were a waiter.
What? If it truly were!
Come on, Ryunosuke! Time to hit this court with the truth! The truth about Satoru Hosonaga-san's real identity is proven by this evidence. It'd have to be this. The one that he presented to the court earlier. When we had this submitted in the court earlier, he was like unsure about himself. Or like he gave a look like he didn't want this to be in court. So it's gotta be this.
Yes!
I'm not sure what this is supposed to prove, counsel.
I think, Your Excellency, that what this proves is not the true nature of the waiter, but the true nature of the accused.
Sorry?
A blackguard who would stoop to present irrelevant evidence to incriminate an innocent man. That is the true nature of this rookie.
Wait. Wait, what? Wait, oh. Was that not it? Hold on. Wait. Wouldn't it be this? Can I not press here? Wait, did I not? I'm dumb. Excuse me, but isn't it this?
Yes!
Did I not press this? Wait. What? Excuse me? Why is that wrong? It's his. Why is it not this? What am I missing here? There's nothing out of the ordinary here. I'm lost. Hi. Game? Explain to me why this isn't the option. Explain. Oh, I needed to click on it? Oh my god. Well, that's unexpected. What is? Look, do you see it says the witness's name here? Satoru Hosonaga. Well, yes. Business cards do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point. It's not the name that's unexpected, it's his job title. His job? Oh! Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Inspector? What on earth? I have no idea. But let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. If they're wielding it somewhere here... Okay. Yes. Thank you! Okay, now I can probably present this.
Yes!
Thank you, game. The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question. I agree, it shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure we can conclude anything. Sorry, Your Excellency, that's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest. I beg your pardon? Or perhaps I should have said the front? Yes, it's the front of the back of the card. That's where the detail is, what this telling detail is. Would somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say? Hosonaga-san sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card. The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession. His true profession. The waiter's profession. But that's surely... Good gracious! That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before! Why haven't I heard a mention of this before?
The police bureau has its power, absolute power as far as regular civilians are concerned. So witnesses there in the stand. Ooh. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene? Well... Inspector Hosonaga? Why does this give me Majora's Mask vibes? I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Well. Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. Yes, I remember now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card. I strive to carry out all investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake.
Wow! So you mean to say you're really a detective?
Why would a detective be working at a restaurant as a restaurant waiter? Not as. Oh. I was working undercover. Undercover? Yes. There have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover. Incident at the restaurant? What kind of incidents? That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide. Very well then, Inspector Hosonaga, but you will elaborate on one point for the court. Of course, Your Excellency. We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. If that is indeed true, clearly you would have also been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner. Therefore, I am led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you require these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct? Correct, Your Excellency. Unbelievable! As I suspected. Bang. As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out to the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim had sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady, whom I guessed to be an Englishwoman. So the truth comes out. I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the bureau. It was then that I received some special orders. Special orders? You mean to say... Remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once. It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders. But what if this Englishwoman was the killer? I think it would be in everyone's best interests not to pursue that idea. Oh. The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishwoman has been murdered on our soil. To name an Englishwoman as the primary suspect... Well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. So that's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case. But it's not right. One possibility does spring to mind. What do you mean, Kazuma? Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. And I'm fairly certain that one of them studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory is a young English woman. What? You were a shrewd man. I can see why you are the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour. You mean? When I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first. Then the court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector. The Englishwoman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of Yume University's medical faculty.
What? What's happening here?
I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene, and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. It must now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with this situation. Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone. However, as we now discover that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
Objection! But your excellency! That would be missing the new deadline of a ruling in order to send the telegraphic report to Great Britain! Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions!
Calm yourself, counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom.
Ah!
Inspector Hosonaga? Yes, sir? You will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with utmost urgency. At once, Your Excellency.
But that means you'll be going against the special orders that were given from the police bureau!
As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly. So it won't be a problem. Nothing will get in my way! Oh. Court will adjourn briefly. The prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear?
Yes! Your Excellency!
Good. Then we will have a 30-minute recess before reconvening. Wait, is it gonna save here? No way. The timing was so off. That's fine, that's fine. I intend to make each episode pretty short and not too long. Yes. Yes, please. I always like to make 2 save files just in case. You're dying on the floor. Why are you dying on the floor? November 22nd, 11:38 a.m. Blah, blah, blah. Excellent work, Ryunosuke. That was superb. Ah, my heart was in my mouth the entire time. It was almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there. You were drenched in sweat, your eyes popping, your knees knocking, and you were grinding your teeth. That sounds like an innuendo if I've ever seen one. It was a grim sight, but before I knew it, you'd start finding inconsistencies in the testimonies. I think you might have a natural talent for being a lawyer. Yeah, me you, after court? We eat lunch together? Yeah? Forget it! It's terrifying. If I get through this, I don't ever want to see the inside of a courtroom again. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, it looks like we've exposed your Phantom Lady at last. Yeah, definitely an innuendo. Miss Giselle Brett, a student from Great Britain. Is she... That's what I was trying to tell everyone from the start. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone. There was a young woman with him, like I've been saying all along. Yes, you have, haven't you? I might not be overly confident in the courtroom, but my powers of observation are one thing that I am sure of. Yes, I can see that. So, about this young gentlewoman. Thanks to our detective friend, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems. Gay. Did you see what happened with that? No, I didn't see any of it. I was just on my way of the restaurant myself. Then, on the floor next to Dr. Wilson's table, I noticed there was a gun lying on the floor. And just after I bent down and picked it up, bang! I didn't have time to think about where the sound of the gunshot had come from. The waiter ran over to me looking as white as a sheet, and he bundled me into some sort of small pantry next to the kitchen. Fast thinking by the detective. He apprehended his suspect without a moment's delay. Yes, and because I was shut in the pantry, I have no idea what happened outside in the dining area. Ah, there you are. Well done, both of you. I think the slow man, yes. Professor Mikotoba. Well, it seems I was right. The pair of you make an outstanding team. You've exceeded my expectations, I have to say. Yes, it seems you planned this from the start. You arranged things so that I wouldn't be able to act as a lawyer in this trial. Our modern country is still in its infancy, our justice system even more so. Which is why I firmly believe that we need to send our brightest young stars overseas to learn all they can. I wanted to avoid a situation that may have resulted in your study tour to Great Britain being cancelled. Well, it makes no difference. Lawyer or otherwise, if I'm the kind of man who can't help his best friend avert the worst crisis of his life, I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyway. What? What are you saying, Kazuma? So that's your stance. I was afraid you'd feel that way. Kazuma... Well then, it looks like it all comes down to you, young man. To me? Yes, you need to prove your innocence and uncover what really took place in that restaurant. I must say, I very much want to know the truth. After all, I have a personal connection to this case. Come to think of it, he said the same thing earlier this morning, didn't he? If you don't mind me asking, Professor, did you know the victim? Yes, I did. As you are probably aware, Dr. John Wilson was a visiting professor at UMA University, and it was I who invited him. Oh, I see. I didn't know that before. Anyway, you're about to go into battle. The victim was a university professor from Great Britain, and a well-known one at that. Naturally, our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible. But let's not forget who we're going up against. The gentlewoman whose involvement in our police bureau went to extraordinary lengths to hide. Yes, and I'm sure the prosecution will be using every tool at their disposal to quash your case. But I've no doubt that you pair will put up a good fight, right to the last. Best of luck. Thank you! Now then, I need you to run an errand at the university at once. There's something I think we may need. Of course. Good luck, Kazuma-sama. Defendant Naruhodo! Court recess is over. Please make your way back inside the courtroom at once! It's time. Let's get back to it, partner. They're 100% shippable. Let's go in there and deal a decisive blow before those old fossils know what's hit them. Kazuma. What? Thank you, really. What for? Well, if you hadn't said you'd believed in me, then I'm fairly sure I'd already have been found guilty by now. Yes, amen. Amen to Kazuma. Look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer, and as a friend. I like this OST. Coming from you, that means so much. If I'm found guilty in this trial, he's really going to give up on his dream of studying abroad. That's the kind of true friend he really is. So this isn't just my battle anymore. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose. Alright then. I'll save the thank yous for after the trial. You can treat me to one of those sukiyaki meals I like from Yume Cafeteria on University Street. With an extra large portion, of course. Amen. Alrighty. The court hereby resumes the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Prosecutor Aochi, have you managed to Pona, the witness? I've never heard of that word before.
Yes, Your Excellency! Against all odds! And thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution is now under rather painful scrutiny from the government.
Sorry. With the government scrutinized, that's their job. It's nothing to worry about.
It's highly unlikely the good relations we forged with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed.
Well, you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down in our nation founders? Again, terribly sorry. If the friendship between our nations is really so fragile, then the treaty isn't worth the paper it's written on. You really have nothing to worry about, Ryunosuke.
What do you mean?
A secret trial, anxiety over some foreign government's opinions. A bungled investigation, missing witnesses. Is this what our nation's justice system is? Is the Supreme Court of Japan or of England?
Shut up! Shut up, you jumped up rookie boy! You and your friend know nothing! Nothing of the situation our nation finds itself in! By aligning ourselves with the great old world power, we'll become strong! Diplomacy has never been more critical! Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our futures!
I won't deny that I'm no expert. I'm just a student. And one who could arguably study harder too. Standing here now in our Supreme Court, there is one thing I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all. Damn. He really spoke some words. Well said, Ryunosuke. Despite the wide-eyed look of terror. Thanks, Terrence, I try. Though, they're all over the place. Thank you, Council. This court is the pinnacle of our nation's justice system, and exists solely for the pursuance of truth. With that in mind, this trial will now resume with the next witness taking the stand. The visiting student from Great Britain, Miss Giselle Brett.
Yes! Your Excellency!
Yeah. That's the swan. Oh.
What a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman to Japan! And from such a distant land, too!
Tea! Someone brings English tea! In England, no discussions take place without tea! Is that true? No idea.
So, can we possibly trouble you to the state your name, your occupation for the court?
Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. We were talking about the women, not you. I have been working undercover. Oh. Pfft.
Yes! We all know about you already!
Inspector Hosonaga, where are your manners? In England, it's always ladies first. Yeah, he's a simp. Is that true? No idea. More importantly, a little earlier today you said something to me. You said your powers of observation are the one thing you were sure of. Yes, I think I did, didn't I? Your description for this amazing sight was simply a woman. Sorry, Inosuke, but your powers of observation aside, your powers of description are sorely lacking. Guilty.
So, dear lady,
Once again, and I give him a different voice.
if we may be troubled you for your name and occupation, please!
Yeah, definitely being a simp. Oui, oh bonjour, oh... at that fancy English.
I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but what?
Oui, oui. Oh, yes, my fancy English literature. The lady says her name is Giselle Brett. She comes from London, England. She's a visiting research student currently enrolled in UMA University's medical faculty.
Oh my! What a rare treat to hear the dulcet tones of delightful language of the British people! I'm afraid I don't understand a word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird song!
As far as I can tell. The detective is translating her words faithfully enough. Yes, I agree. You'll obviously do fine in England, Kazuma. Your English doesn't rattle you at all, does it? Nor you. You've clearly been paying attention in your English classes, Ryunosuke. The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand. Now, if we may trouble you to confirm something, Miss Brett. 3 days ago, at the restaurant called the Luck Carnival, a grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson, at the time. Is that correct? Oui, oui. Oui, oui, oh, oui, oui. Oui. She says, yes. That was a lot of words for yes. That was a lot of wee-wees. This could take some time. So even though she's studying here in Japan, she can't speak any Japanese. Oui, oui, oh, oui, 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 oui. Oui, 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 oui. Honestly, I can't understand English. Can you? I can't. She'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She says that she was due to mistake a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately. Interesting. When you're the one who engineered her escape. Blah. I was just following special orders from the bureau.
Well now, oh, fuck. Dear lady, would you be so kind as to cast your eyes over to the photographic print?
Gola gala, baby. Oh no.
Seeing as you were, though unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, could it be that your resplendent eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator, perhaps?
I'm giving him a different voice now. Oui, oui, oh, oui, 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 oui. Apparently, it was a very frightening and sorrowful sight. Do you mean to say? Yes, it would appear the lady did witness the crime. The very moment when the accused standing there, right here in the courtroom, shot the victim in cold blood. Order! Order in the court!
Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Have I had an absolutely conclusive witness statement?
Well, it looks like it's clear now. Clear who our real enemy is. Unfortunately, I will have to ask you to formally testify, if you please. Kindly tell the court the exact nature of this frightening and sorrowful sight you described. Oui, oh oui. Oui. Okay. Oui, oh oui. I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beefsteak. Oh oui. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. Then, not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. Oh, oui. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit.
Yes!
Oh. No! I didn't have any kind of argument with the professor at all!
Objection! Quiet, you filthy wretch! Look at you, you black-hearted blackguard! And look at the Snow White Angel! I'm sure even a third-rated scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is going to believe!
Ugh. You're still making the same mistakes, Ryunosuke. You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn. But he's so annoying! Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statements from this lady and the 2 witnesses who testified before, and reported back to the bureau. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go. The testimonies of the last 2 witnesses were completely worthless, however. Well, even so. On the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. As you can see, there is nowhere about her person where she could conceal a firearm. I think she could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wanted to.
Unless and until the precise location where the witness is to have hidden a weapon can be shown, this is moot!
There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. Those are the witness's own words on the matter. Ah, that's ridiculous. If only I was allowed to lift up her dress, I could prove it. Oh. Don't think about doing anything rash, Ryunosuke. Jesus, I wonder what's on his mind. But I didn't fire the gun I picked up! There must have been another gun that day. The hat, yeah. You were right about that, which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere. Yes, that's what we have to prove now. And to do so, we will need to pull her testimony apart. Oh, that smirk. She gave a smirk. Oh no. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Honestly, Sakuri, 100%, I agree. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Oh, yes, Your Excellency. Okay, I think I'm going to end the video, pause it here, stop it here for now. Until next time, we're gonna cross-examine the witness next time. So yeah, thank you for coming, thank you for watching. Save. Yes. Thank you very much. I mean, I literally just saved, why not? I'm just... It's whatever. Alrighty, thank you. You have a lovely day too, you guys. Bye-bye.